And we're live.
Welcome, everyone.
We're playing more Sekiro, and I think, unfortunately, the message came off the screen saying the prosthetic arm thing, because that was the last thing we left him on.
Mm-hmm.
But basically, it's just, it's a prosthetic arm that you can shove gadgets into, and it does cool shit.
Hooray for ancient Japanese technology that more than likely never existed.
You're right, yeah, they probably had some kind of weird wooden prosthetic, but definitely not fingers that fucking moved and shit.
Yeah, there's no way that there was functioning fingers there. Hey, at least we got more explanation for why this guy's arm is gone than we did with Devil May Cry.
Yeah, no shit.
The eyes of a wolf who has
That's the demon that took your arm. Shows video of him taking his arm. Why did any of this happen?
Why did you have a demon arm? Why did the demon come back for you? I mean, I would be pretty pissed too, but like, what the fuck?
I don't know. Here's the thing. I don't know if somebody took my arm, like just ripped it off and claimed it as their own, or even threw it away. I don't care what you do with it once you rip it off. I really don't care. Unless you can reattach it immediately. I don't care what you do with my ripped off arm. Here's the thing. If somebody ripped off my arm, I don't think I'd be angry about it. I mean, I'd be angry that I don't have an arm, but I certainly wouldn't want to encounter that guy again.
Yeah, I would, like, take him out from, like, 3 football fields away with a sniper rifle. I wouldn't walk up to him, still bleeding out of my armhole, and then rip my arm back off of him.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be... I mean, he's like, I guess the guy who did it was a king. Why the fuck are we talking about Devil May Cry while playing a much better game?
That's a completely good question. That's just how asinine it was. It became... It was such a...
one of the dumbest story points I've ever encountered in recent memory.
Like, I really have to believe that at some point throughout the history of the game, that, or throughout the history of the game, wow. Throughout the remainder of the game, they explain the rest of that story, and I really hope they do, and I really hope they give a good reason for that guy being a douche, but, I guess this is exactly what happens when we start a game, quit that game because it's meh, and then start another game on the same channel because now I still have lingering questions about the previous game, and I'm going to continue to talk about it.
Right, but I don't want to play 8 hours of garbage.
Yeah.
And I didn't buy that game. I just, like I said in the episode, I just rented it. And in this game, I bought it. Like, I pre-ordered it, like, the day before, because I was like, you know what? I love Dark Souls 3. And this looks like Dark Souls 3 with ninjas. So I was like, you know what? Fuck it. That looks great. And I personally have played it, like, I don't know, 10, 12 hours. And just like, trial and error, just, like, exploring. And I've had so much fun with it.
That's awesome.
And, like, it's... Once you get into it, it's just like... I started playing a little bit, and then I was just like, I want more. I want more. I want to go play more. Like, even if it's not like, I want to progress the story so far, it's just, I want to get better. Like, it makes you want to get better.
So it's a game that, like, really rewards you for your accomplishments.
Not exactly rewards you,
or makes
but
you feel rewarded, I guess?
Yeah, it's like, holy shit, that guy was hard as fuck. I just beat him. Like, literally throw the controller in the air in victory.
That's kind of awesome. Like, I'm noticing that you're with this game the same way that I am with Neo. Like, you absolutely, and I'm with you on this point. You absolutely hate Neo because of the necessary grinding. And
I really like Neo, but it's yeah, there's
it's
like
meticulous.
In this game, there is some grinding. Like, it's the same shit. Like, you kill a bunch of little dudes, level up your guy, then you can go fight the boss.
Right,
but it's
you don't have
nowhere
to do that.
near the same degree.
Yeah, you don't have to do that 90 times to fight the first boss.
Right.
Right, yeah. With
like,
I've never played
first real boss I ran into in here.
Mm-hmm.
I beat on first try. I got
amazing.
lucky as shit, and like I just hit every button the exact right way. But fucking Crystal was watching me. I did it on the first fucking try, and it looks cinematic as shit.
That's awesome. See, I'm excited. I was excited about this game, and I'm still excited for Ghost of Tsushima. And like,
I do want to check that out.
I'm genuinely happy as hell that they're finally coming back around to making like ninja games prevalent. You know what I mean? Like,
because if they do it right, absolutely, it's very interesting.
And it's one of the most interesting and unique points in all of human history. It's like think about this for 1 second. There was genuinely during a time where 90% of everything that was going on, well, I guess I don't know if it was 90% because I only know what's been recorded in history as everybody else does that's alive right now. But during a time when history was, like, things that were making history were fucking happening, man. Like, You think of history as something that happened a long time ago, and everybody will tell you that history is something that happens every day. It's something that you're supposed to say, right? But you really don't feel like anything revolutionary is happening right this very second. Like, it had to have felt just revolutionary as all hell back then.
Right.
Like,
if you saw a dude walk into your village with a big samurai sword, you, like, your whole village was either scared or that's our protector. Like, that's kind of why I like the old Western days, because it's like some towns, it's like a new gunslinger runs into town, it's like, fuck, we're fucked, we're totally fucked.
Yeah.
Or your sheriff confronts him and, like, beats him in a quick draw, and it's like, that's why we voted for that guy, because he's here to protect us.
Yeah.
It's like, he's a game changer.
Well, it's like back in feudal Japanese time. I remember reading a story about this guy Miyamoto Musashi, who reportedly, from all stories, never lost a sword duel in his life, and he started when he was 13.
Jesus.
It was one of the things where, like,
This dude's kind of interesting.
I don't know exactly what happened. Maybe he was like
Your name?
like a ronin, a samurai without a master or whatever.
Mm.
Like, he had trained.
What do you do of the look of the skilled
Everybody back in the day had trained in in sword. I guess not everybody, but everybody that was going to be a warrior of some sort had trained with swords from a very, very young age. So it's not surprising that the dude knew how to handle a sword at age 13. But apparently what had happened was he was either attacked or confronted or felt attacked or decided to attack a samurai where he was unarmed and the samurai had a sword. He managed to disarm the samurai, kill that samurai, and then just continue on that same path for the rest of his entire life and never lost a duel. And, or a fight of any sort. And dude was amazing. I can't imagine that guy walking into, knowing that he exists, and then he just wanders into your village, and it's like you said, we're fucked. Or, this guy, hopefully this guy sticks around for a while because we can use the protection. Something like, you're literally just looking at every individual, assessing who they are and how dangerous they are immediately, and then recognizing your threat level and acting accordingly all the time. That is exactly what your life was back then.
It's like, I don't condone, like, just total random acts of violence. Like, if you go to Starbucks and your barista fucking pronounces your name wrong, that's their job, like, to get your name wrong. I swear to God, it's in the job description. But, like, if they pronounce your name wrong and then you, like, haul out and punch them in the mouth, no, fuck you. Yeah, back in the day, like, you had to treat people with respect because they might fucking shoot you between the eyes.
Yeah, they might gut you on the spot.
Yeah.
Like, but it's just, you think about, like I said, we were talking about the re-emergence of the prevalence of ninja games, which I can't even, or samurai games, whatever, just sword fighting games in general, which obviously focuses heavily on the Japanese era. I'm excited about that because the times in which all of these things were happening absolutely had to be the most, like I said, the most interesting time in history. You had an entire warrior race, or not race, I guess, but a ruling class whose sole occupation for 1,000 years was war.
Have you noticed?
And then at the towards the end of that, they managed to piss off some peasant farmers who were forbidden weapons, who decided to take up weapons that they made themselves, sneak around in the dark, and stab these people or poison their meals in order to get their point across. This is so cool. Like, these people invented espionage.
Yeah, it's the first.
Yeah.
It's first spies, first ninjas, first assassins, first kind of revolution-esque kind of thing. Anyway, this guy, he can't die.
Yeah, I noticed the undying thing that he mentioned.
Yeah.
But no, yeah, it's the first of the most. Picture like every movie plot that ever has involved assassins or hitmen or any of that kind of thing. It's literally the first of all of it, and this is what we're getting. We're getting in a time where games are at absolute peak performance, and every game that's being released looks absolutely beautiful. That is cool as shit.
Oh, the grappling hook?
Yeah, that is
I forgot
awesome.
you haven't seen it yet. Yeah, it's really fun. It's kind of wonky, like it doesn't always aim where you want and shit like that, but it adds a whole new dimension to these games. That's one of the biggest reasons why I want to try this game. Is Dark Souls is very You walk, and if I don't think you can jump. So if this is the ledge, you're just fucked.
Yeah, I was gonna
say. So it's like
with,
jumping is cool, but then grappling hook, fuck yeah, just Spider-Man.
Yeah, well, I was gonna say with Dark Souls. Well, I mean, I've never played a Souls game. I have played Neo, and I know that Neo is basically a clone of Dark Souls.
Yeah.
And with Neo specifically, they've set the level design up in a way that you don't need to jump. You can still get to where you want to go. It's just extremely frustrating. There's probably, I can't say probably because I don't know all of the level design. I haven't beaten Neo yet. I am not as avid a gamer as Jake, by the way. I should probably preface that by saying that.
I mean,
that is so gnarly.
Pure amount of free time definitely plays a factor.
Yeah.
I go out of my way to make time for this shit.
Yeah.
And
we should probably basically give you guys a breakdown of how our lives work, or at least a partial breakdown of how our lives work. I work on the road. I also do professional wrestling on the weekends, so my main focus is my physical fitness and making money. Obviously, trying to provide for my wife and kids and things. Yay me. No, but
at the same time, it's not that I very, very recently got into fitness and stuff like that. And
yes,
it's not that it's not important to me, but video games definitely take precedence just for the fact that I want to do this with my life. It's not like, oh, fuck you, fuck everything. I want to play video games and just not move.
Yeah, well,
and play Call of Duty for 12 hours a day.
Well, that's exactly what you're saying. It's the difference in what we wanted to do with our lives. I want to be a professional wrestler, sports entertainer, literal, pain-enduring athlete. So I have to be in physical condition. You're wanting to play video games. It's not the same physical endurance that you need, but I'm not going to
different skill set.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not going to shit on anybody's sort of athletic ability or lack thereof, or physical fitness level. That's not my place. I genuinely don't care. If you decide I don't even need to go to the gym, I just want to play video games. But it is two totally different requirements. So, but that's basically how our lives work. Considering I work on the road all the time, I literally go to work, I go to the gym, and then I go to the hotel and I sleep. That's my entire day. When I'm home, I'm spending time with the kids if I can, and then whenever I have I say if I can, I always do that at some point. And then whenever I have time, I'm over here hanging with you guys. Because...
that's why recording sessions are so sporadic, because it's okay, I'm only home for 2 days, one of which is prepping to go back to work, and the other day is I gotta spend some time with my kids, which I absolutely understand. It sucks that you don't have more free time, but...
You're telling me, dude.
Your kids, I don't think anybody would ever expect you to give up time with your kids to record a stupid YouTube show.
Right. But yeah, that's part of the reason that, our... I guess you would say gaming skill level is so vastly different between the two of us. If there's...
It's just time. Just practice time.
Yeah.
That's it.
And when we're doing these videos, 9 times out of 10, unless we're playing a versus game for fun or whatever, which I'm sure will happen.
Probably.
Or we're revisiting an old classic. I can tell you right now that one of the things that I'm so excited about with doing this with you is just plugging in a PS2 and playing some of the games that made me a gamer in the first place. And just going through the old catalog and seeing games that were important to us when we were kids, and each of us playing them and demonstrating them for the other one. I'm so excited to do that, because that tells you that for me especially, that tells me so much about who you are. At least that
how you became how you are, kind of thing.
Yeah, exactly. That led so much. Metal Gear played such an influence on me as a kid that it led. Because I was doing the martial arts and all that. I was way into Power Rangers. I was doing martial arts. I was very much into the ninja history, so the stealth action gameplay really spoke to me. And, it really led into who I am as a person, or at least kind of shaped my taste in video gaming. And, there are a couple of other games that fall under that same category. So I'm really excited to get to go back in time and play some of those. When we have more viewers, more time, whatever the case may be, and just play through them just so that you can get the story, so that I can get the story, so that we can see, so that we can each see what it is about the gameplay specifically that we like. And because when we know that more, it's going to be easier for us to suggest games to each other that we might like. I feel like that's going to be really cool. Open up our world a bit more.
Right.
So yeah, I'm really excited about that, and I'm really excited about the ability to hang out, play games, and bullshit like this.
I don't know why this is here.
Yeah, it seems like that would be important for some reason. should lead to something somewhere.
There's a lot of
Have you
branches
looked?
like
Did
that.
you look down though? Like, is there anything directly underneath you where you just came from? Like a ledge on the cliff that you're standing? No, it doesn't look like it.
No, you can. I mean, you can hang right here, but it doesn't.
Right. Yeah. I don't know. But Oops,
Here's
excuse me.
the first mini boss coming up.
Okay, I'm super excited.
Oh yeah,
about
I
that.
gotta. Before I do that, I just picked up a shuriken wheel
Mhm.
for the prosthetic thing. So like, instead of like just throwing shurikens with your hands,
Uh-huh.
he literally like shoots them out of his arm.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
Yeah, I gotta go talk to the sculptor guy, and then he
I mean, there's
puts it
obviously
in my robot arm.
yeah. I mean, there's obviously absolutely no way that actually existed. but
No,
it's
no
still,
way.
Still really cool to have in a game. Like, dude, it's funny because when I was a kid, I always wanted to make a ninja game. I had like the perfect, or what I thought was the perfect idea in mind. Like I can still see it. You know, I can still visualize it. And it still hasn't been done. So if I ever get the opportunity, if anybody's listening that wants to make a video game and has the resources, I'm your guy to do story, especially ninja wise. I'm your guy to do story and tweak visual effects via my own obsessive input and absolutely no skill set.
But man, do I have ideas?
Yeah, exactly.
Give me money.
Yeah. I don't even care if you pay me. Honestly, I'll do it for free and then just take royalties.
Yeah.
But
Make my vision come to life, please.
yeah, exactly. But no, I've always wanted to do it, and now it's like like visually and cinematically, games are actually getting to the point where they all look so spectacular.
Yeah.
And especially things like this, you know, like this and everything that I've seen. Like I said, Ghost of Tsushima, everything I've seen about the way that's gonna look, I'm so excited. And then it's the little things like you were just talking about with the shuriken wheel, where it's something that never existed, but 100% a really cool feature to add to a video game. I love that. Like, just the fact that they can come up with stuff like that to make it interesting. That's really cool.
No matter what I do, thus is the fate of you'll understand. So
We got some very creepy old hobbit.
Right. Don't do anything.
Yeah, it doesn't look great.
No, he literally looks like he's on the... Why is he helping you? He looks like he's on the brink of death.
So here's my theory. He only has one arm.
Mm-hmm.
I almost feel like that's either you in the future or just like another shinobi or something like that.
I really hope they don't do time travel. Like,
They do.
do they?
I mean, kind of, like... I won't do it right now, because we'll probably get to it in the next part, but, like the way you find out about this guy's past is, like, you kind of go into your own memory kind of thing. But
Okay.
they kind of present it as time travel, kind of not. It's fucking weird.
I mean, okay, I'm still hooked. The gameplay looks spectacular. I'm still all in for whatever story that you have yet to tell me. I'm just really hoping it's not stupid. And there are a lot of ways to make time travel really, really stupid.
Oh, absolutely.
So,
But no, the way they do it in this one is... Because, like I said, it's not exactly... It's more mystical. Like, this is, like, feudal Japan. More mythical creatures and crazy shit like that. It's... So they make it, like you just get transported so you find yourself kind of thing. But it's... the way they do it, pretty cool. It's... Meh.
Like I said, I'm still in. I'm still excited. There are a lot of ways to make time travel really stupid, and I'm really hoping they don't fall into that pitfall or into that trap. I suppose. If they do it right, I'm going to be very excited. Is basically
Look
what
at
I'm
that
saying.
giant cock.
The joke was so obvious, I knew it was coming, and if you weren't going to make it, I was. But it still.
That is a big black cock.
But it still got me.
That chicken.
We're
Choking the chicken. And we're done.
We're having chicken breast tonight, guys.
Cock breast.
Why has nobody ever presented it that way
I
before?
have no idea. Oh, you don't see me? Okay, so this is the first, like, mini boss guy. And he is a cunt.
He's about to be dead.
I fucking hope so.
Oh my god!
Shh. Let it happen.
Wow. I'm curious if do you think they can hear her in the background? Because if they can, that's absolutely hilarious.
I don't think so.
Okay, we have Jake's girlfriend here.
Yeah, there's somebody sleeping in the room just because this is, as we were saying earlier, there is not much time.
Yeah, we don't have a schedule. It's 11:52 at night right now.
Yeah.
And
everybody has to be up early tomorrow.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
We literally, basically, we just got back from the gym because Jake decided he's going to be a deer and come with me tonight. Just got back from the gym and decided, well, fuck it, I can take 30 minutes or so and record. I don't know how long I'm actually going to be here recording because this is super enthralling.
I figure we'll try and, like, I'm going to try and beat this guy. I have no idea if I do. We're still going to, like, switch off and shit. Like, you can absolutely have it turn.
Oh, no, I'm totally content watching, dude. Like I said, I have no idea about the controls for this. And the last time that I tried to play, it takes some getting used to. It takes some getting used to, from what I understand.
Oh, yeah.
And, like...
No! Don't kick me to death.
But, like I said, he was so mad at you that he was just gonna like, alright, you keep dodging my sword, screw it. Sparta, Sparta, Sparta. No, but,
Oh, there's a tree. Run away.
Oh. He did just slice your spine out of your spine.
So...
But no,
I just died straight up. Okay.
Yeah, no, what I'm saying is, like, visually, I absolutely love this game as it is, so, like, I'm just gonna let you play and watch and commentate on literally everything.
Okay. I mean, that's fine with me.
So, I mean, yeah, at some point, because, like, we've just discussed for, like, the past 10 minutes.
Not dead yet, bitch!
I don't know if you heard, but I died twice. But, like...
There's 3!
Just because of the, just because of what we've been discussing for, like, the past 10 minutes, as you know, I absolutely love ninja lore and ninja video games. Like, all things ninja related, I'm 100% in. So, like, I'm totally keen on watching and just being utterly enthralled in this.
You don't see me.
At some point or another, I will 100% buy this game. And roll with that. Do I need to suffocate the midget?
No.
Because you're working on suffocating the midget. Crystal's notoriously short, is the only reason I say that. Crystal don't take it.
I have no more health.
Oh, you have no healing items?
Yeah, no. Well, I mean, I have these pellets, but, like, even if I eat all 3, it's only going to give me about half health, which is, like, 1 extra sword slash. I barely chipped away any of his health so far.
Well, you've got one. I mean, you can't one-shot him at all now, can you?
No.
Well,
that's what I'm trying to, like,
disappear.
See if he loses me. But I'm afraid if he does, he's going to go back to full health.
Well, the music just... There was a dramatic music change.
Fuck, he went
back to full health.
Well, then in that case, I'm going to rest at this fucking bonfire thing and get my health and shit back.
Yeah.
Damn. Because there's a boss later on that, like, you can do that and he can lose sight of you, but you never actually leave the area, and you can get, like, a second free insta-kill.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Sorry, a first one, because, like, the way it starts
setup.
is, like, yeah, you're just, like, face-to-face with him.
Yeah. I think it's really cool, by the way, that you, and it might not be really cool. Some of our, I don't know if we've got enough viewers that we're going to have a comment section, really. But, I think it's really...
You see nothing?
I personally think it's really cool that you went ahead and played on a different save, so that you actually know where we're going, and it's not just like 40 minutes of us bullshitting around.
It was definitely
zero
for the
progress.
viewers, and not just because I'm selfish.
No, I'm not saying... I know that it was entirely because you were selfish and wanted to play more of this game, which honestly just speaks to how good this is,
Yeah, I mean, I definitely, like, I did it, one, because, like, I just couldn't get it, like, off the brain, like, I just wanted to play more. But at the same time, it's like, I figured I would play a little bit more, and then you would be playing, and I could just, like, if you needed help, I could just guide you. Okay, I want to fight it.
Yeah, that was not a good dodge-in move. Oh!
Block move.
Avoid the blocking, your meters.
Oh,
You're
no.
dead.
Yeah.
Yep.
Shit.
Wow. This dude's hard.
Yeah. I don't remember him being this fucking hard.
This is impressive. Safety roll. That was a Tobuscus reference for those of you that didn't get it, but
Don't mention his name on YouTube. We'll get taken down.
I was gonna say, like, also at the same time, if you didn't get that, it's okay because apparently he's a complete scumbag.
Yeah, I don't know the full story.
Me neither. I don't want to.
He's not really on YouTube anymore, and okay,
Yeah.
that's fine.
Yeah, I have no desire to know the whole story. I caught like I don't even know if it's a real. Like, somebody told me like a snippet, and I don't know if what they said is true. But if it is, he's a terrible human being. And
Yeah, I just heard some kind of drama between him and his girlfriend, and that's all I know. And I don't read into people's drama. I don't like pay attention to most celebrity bullshit. I don't want to know. I don't care.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. I don't know. I didn't hear anything about a girlfriend, but then again, with just about every single time that there's any sort of celebrity, especially minor celebrity, where nobody knows all of the details about that person anyway, almost every time that there's a minor celebrity in trouble, you always hear something about like, oh, it was something absolutely awful, like attempted murder or pedophilia or some shit.
Right.
Like that. And it's like, I don't know if the snippet that I was told is true, and so I don't really care.
Oh, what? He just like...
Wow. You just ignored your attack. Or
Yeah,
blocked
I don't
your,
know how he just blocked that, and he's like, no.
like,
fuck
blocked
you.
your attack, then kicked you and cut your head off for the most part.
Damn.
That was impressive on his part.
I don't know how to do that. I want to do that. Fuck you.
But yeah, so I have no idea what's true.
I don't even think I need to fight this guy. Like, I think I can just
Just
keep
blow
running.
past him.
Yeah. But he gives you like one prayer bead, and if you get 4, you can upgrade your max health.
Oh, that'd be pretty nice.
Oh yeah, it like doubles your fucking bar.
Wow.
Yeah.
But anyway, like I was saying, I have no idea if what I heard is true or not. I genuinely don't care. But yeah. So either way, he made a couple funny videos.
Yeah, back in the day, absolutely.
Yeah, and that was what I was referencing. I know nothing of the person, just the videos and the content. I'm actually incredibly ignorant when it comes to pop culture anyway, so like...
Yeah, that's what I don't get is like when stuff was happening about, what's his name? Like Louis C.K.
Yeah!
Louis C.K. or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, I thought his comedy used to be hilarious, and then like, I would be totally out of the loop. I didn't know anything. I still don't know what the fuck happened. I just know he was involved in a lot of weird stuff, and he got dropped from a lot of networks.
Well, it was at that time, too, where a lot of celebrities were going down for very weird sexual shit.
Yeah,
like,
and like, I'm not saying like if he's sexual deviant or whatever you want to say.
Yeah.
I'm not saying he doesn't deserve it. I'm just saying like, if I thought in the past that his comedy was really funny, and then like I had people saying like, oh, your opinion is wrong. Like you shouldn't think that because he's a terrible person. It's like, well, first of all, I didn't know, and second of all, you can't demonize me just because I laugh at like a stand-up comedian. You know, the thing you're supposed to laugh at.
Well, that's like, there's a lot of that, you know, and I'm going to say the name, and you're going to know exactly what I'm talking about. Fucking Chris Benoit. Like,
oh yeah, okay, the wrestler.
Yeah, you cannot sit here and tell me that because don't get me wrong, I know because he murdered his wife and kids, he absolutely did. Well, if that's what really happened, there's a lot of room for speculation there. Not my room, not my business. General consensus is he murdered his wife and kids. If that's what happened,
Should I come back and try again? I don't have any health stuff.
I'd give it another shot. Who cares? I mean, what's
like
gonna
resurrect or just die and come back?
Oh, no, die and come back. Because if
Okay.
you're gonna get more health stuff that way, do that.
Yeah.
But you know, if that's what happened, that's absolutely horrible, and it's probably what
No
happened.
matter what happened, it's fucking horrible.
Exactly.
But
That's probably what happened, and it's absolutely horrible. Does he deserve to be in the WWE Hall of Fame when that's his legacy? Probably not. But having said that, to sit there and say that I can't then enjoy his wrestling matches because he was one of the best technical wrestlers to ever grace a wrestling ring is not the same thing. Like, dude could be, you know, Louis C.K. He could be a great I don't know that I've ever listened to his stand-up. He could be a great stand-up comedian, and I'm sure he is, considering I know his name. But, you know, also a deplorable human being. That doesn't change the fact that his form of entertainment was really good. Or at least his trade craft, I guess. You know,
Right.
His craft wasn't... He wasn't very well versed and refined in his craft. What I'm
you
saying...
can be a terrible human being and be a fucking rocket scientist. Like, shit happens.
Yeah, what I'm saying is it's totally possible, and you know this, what I'm saying is it's totally possible to be both. No matter what the both is.
Right.
A great wrestler, a great comedian, and then also a terrible human being. As a matter of fact, history is riddled with people who are great wrestlers and terrible human beings.
Yeah. I mean, all that fucking just high energy everything, and then like especially in 80s, 90s, early 2000s, all the drugs and just shit that they basically pump you full of to keep you going.
Yeah, I mean, Jesus, look at Jake the Snake's entire history. Like, that guy was on so many drugs. First of all, and this is just a shameless plug because I'm not getting paid for plugging anything. I just actually genuinely enjoy stuff, and when I enjoy stuff, I think other people might enjoy it, so I feel the need.
Oh, Jesus, yeah, I'm dead.
I will happily take that as a death. You just got, like, vertical slash from head to crotch. But,
And the reason I'm not using Resurrect every time is because you find out later, the more you resurrect, and then if you die again, you have, like, the reason you're still alive and, like, you have that gray stuff on your face, it's this stuff called dragon rot. And every
that sounds lovely.
Yeah, every time you come back... this might be where they explain it. But we're going to talk over it anyway, so I'm just going to explain it. Basically, everyone in the world, like, the more you come back, you suck the life force out of the world.
Oh, wow.
And if you die again too soon, the world doesn't have a chance to replenish that life force, so that people literally start to decay and, like, die in front of you. Like, this sculptor, he's, like, sick now.
Okay.
But I think he's the only person in the game that's like, yeah, no, fuck you, I'm too stubborn to die. But other actual characters in the game will literally just, like, fall over dead. Like, you died too much. What? And just, that character's gone.
Wow, that's actually amazing. That's a really cool, cause and effect, dynamic to put in a game.
Yeah.
That's a really cool thought. Anyway, sorry, what I was saying. I'm not getting paid for it to plug anything. I just genuinely like stuff, and when I like something, I like to tell people about it because then they might like it, and then I've made the world a slightly happier place. If you haven't watched it yet, go online, I think it's on Netflix, and absolutely find and watch The Resurrection of Jake the Snake Roberts. Basically what happens is Diamond Dallas Page, another professional wrestler turned yoga expert turned motivational speaker, gets a hold of Jake Roberts after decades of just the worst drug abuse that you could ever have. Well, I mean, physical abuse too, because he's been a wrestler since the 80s. After the worst physical abuse and drug abuse, and the most punishment you could put a person through and have them not be severely injured or dead, Jake the Snake has put himself through over the years. And Diamond Dallas Page basically picks him up, brings him into his house for like 3 years, pays for surgeries to get Jake back up to health where his elbow doesn't halfway break every time he does a push-up, and his knees are back to functioning, and then gets him totally sober, and just watch the transformation. It's one of the most inspirational things I've ever seen in my entire life.
Well, that's the
and it's 100%
the yoga
convinced me.
dude. Like, I've seen so many. Like, of course, they're gonna show like the best of the best to get get sales and stuff. But there have been people that like they're damn near in a wheelchair, and most of the time it's like athletes and like NFL stars that they had one injury and they can't walk anymore. Yep. And then they start doing this shit, and it looks like it really fucking works. And like if it does, and it's not just like shameless imagery for a cash grab, that's amazing. Yeah. But like,
I know so many wrestlers on the independent scene and actually professionals that I've heard in interviews that absolutely swear by DDP yoga, and it's at the point now where it's like, sure, these are all wrestlers and all, you know, co-workers of Diamond Dallas Page, I guess, at one point or another, and sure, they could just be friends of his that are helping him promote his product, but like, there's so many.
What are the odds that it's that many?
Yeah, there are so many testimonials now that it's like I genuinely believe this is a real thing, and you know, and after the resurrection of Jake the Snake Roberts, I thoroughly believe that it's, you know, I believe that it's a good idea. I genuinely wish I had the money to invest in it, because I feel like it would do that good for somebody who was in a wheelchair. Scott Hall, for instance. Scott Hall was basically confined to a wheelchair, and now he's up and walking, and he's damn near in wrestling shape from what I've seen, but I don't think he'll ever wrestle again. Doing autograph signings and all of the conventions and all that kind of stuff. You know, good for them. If it's that good for them, I'm curious what it can do for me, where I'm already where I'm already physically decent.
Get him! Fuck
yeah, there you go.
I get greedy. I'm just like, you're almost there, die.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you had no regard for yourself. No. You ever notice that about video games though? You always get so much farther when you just don't give a shit.
Yeah, I mean,
Like,
yeah, kind of. Like, when I'm playing this by myself, I'm like, oh, okay, don't get greedy. And then,
Right.
like, here, it's like, content, die!
But, like, no, it's like in almost every video game ever, you'll be down to, like, 1 pixel of health, and you make the decision to, like, alright,
Fuck it, he's dying!
alright, fuck it, I'm going in guns blazing, and then you get 7, like, stages further than you did any other time before you finally die. It's like, I used to do that all the time. But, I don't know why that is, but absolutely just constantly don't care about things, I guess, is the method.
Yeah.
Is the lesson.
Just
there.
give enough of a fuck. Just barely.
Yeah. Give either so little or so much fuck that you only care about swinging
What
as
happened?
hard
He
as...
gave too much fuck.
Give either so little or so much fuck that you only care about swinging for the fences.
Don't give none. Don't give no fucks. Don't give a flying fuck. Don't give all your fuck. Just the right amount of fuck.
There is a delicate balance in the amount of fuck that the world is allowed to
get like
take
flagged
and/or...
for too much profanity. I don't give a shit. Fuck off.
I took a sample.
Yeah, I love the fact that, like, you're gonna get flagged for profanity. I don't give a shit. Fuck off. Your response is to just add more profanity.
It's dumb. Apparently, like at YouTube, you're not supposed to cuss within the first like either minute or 5 minutes or something like of your videos. Otherwise, your video could be flagged because like anybody can click on a video. Like a child could click on your video and then it's inappropriate. And like within that first minute, they think like the parents are going to catch it. It's like if a 12-year-old is in their room watching YouTube videos on their phone, you really think their parents are going to see them with headphones in, watching something on their phone and know that it's inappropriate?
Listen, all right, I'm a like.
How do you think porn works? Like,
as you know, I'm a parent myself, and I can personally tell you that I put in extra effort to make sure that I know that my kids are watching decent stuff. For the most part, I mean, I check YouTube search histories, but there's only so much you can really do.
And they also don't, like, your kids specifically don't have a phone yet.
Exactly.
Like
yeah.
a smartphone or anything yet.
I mean, especially with where we're living now, my daughter will... I literally almost said her name on YouTube, which would not have gone well.
It's totally up to you, but yeah, I'm not...
I'm trying not to. I'm sure I'll make that slip at some point, as I will with every other slip.
I accidentally, in our first Sekiro playthrough, and I don't care if you know who I am, look me up on Facebook, go for it. I don't care. Cuss me out, tell me my contact shit. I don't care. All publicity is good publicity. Cool.
There you go.
The start of the last one, I realized that we did the funny gag at the beginning, like, and we were at the start screen.
Yeah.
And then I did the sync, the 1, 2, 3 thing. And I left all that in because it was all funny. And it was on the main PlayStation screen, and my full name is at the top of my PlayStation. I didn't even realize it. Again, I don't really care. It's just one of those things that's like, well, shouldn't have did that, huh?
Well, that's out there for the universe now.
Yeah. Like I said, I don't really care, but it's just like, no, fuck.
We're going to get big, and that's going to be, like, your biggest regret. Because you're just going to get so much legit fan mail.
As long as it's not, like, my credit card information, whatever. In which case, I'd just be like, hey, Visa, can you help me?
Listen,
Fix it.
Listen, I did a dumb thing, and I don't expect you to forgive me, but I do expect some sort of lenience.
I don't want the money back. I just want the money to stop going away.
You realize that now that you said that, that's what's going to happen if that actually happens. You can't, like, petition them for, like, no, I want severance. Like, you've already stated that you don't care about... I want
70 easy payments of $9.95.
You've already stated that you don't care about back
pay.
pay.
My bank's going to take me to court. It's like, well, in your YouTube video from 2019, it's 2030. Fuck you.
We have you recorded saying, I don't give a fuck about...
Fuck you. Keep the money. I was young and dumb.
Oh. This is just the best.
This guy is gonna have a bad day.
I genuinely wish that, and not...
Well, still gonna have a bad day.
I was gonna say, not all the time.
Ooh, don't see me.
But I genuinely... Not all the time, but I genuinely wish in Super High Falls, like the one you were just going for, that there wasn't that super cinematic, like, flip around slash, because you could have just double stomped his shoulders through his feet.
Yeah. Just, and he's gone.
Like he's 7 foot tall. He just shrunk down to about 6'4".
Didn't mean to do that.
Well, you're still being a ninja, so.
On accident.
What?
Up.
You got a light coin purse. I would prefer a heavy coin purse, to be honest.
He's going to check it out, though.
He's not gonna make it very far.
You're also going to have a bad day.
Yeah, see, like there's a again. I'm gonna keep referencing these games because they help shape who I am, and I'm a huge fan.
Oh, somebody saw me.
Yeah,
I don't know where. Oh, they all saw me.
You're having a bad day.
I'm fucking up real bad.
You're not a good ninja.
Ah!
But back in the day, I was playing this video game, Tenchu: Wrath of Heaven. It's an old school ninja sneaking game with like stealth kills that give
No,
you bonus.
go that way, you fucking asshole!
And I swear to God, at some point, it's gonna be. I love how calm I am about this while you're just screaming at the screen. No, but at some point we're gonna go back and play Tenchu because you're gonna enjoy it, even if it's an old school PS2 game with, questionable graphics now. They don't really hold up, but like, they were a lot of fun.
A lot of bullshit, doesn't it?
Yeah, they were a lot of fun for their time. The one thing that really pissed me off about it, and it's actually really funny to look at now because I never realized it then. The one thing that really pisses me off about it is like you're supposed to be a ninja, and running is the clunkiest thing.
Dun dun dun
Like,
dun dun dun.
like you can jump in the air and then double jump and do like 6 front flips, and cling to walls, and like there's a grappling hook, and you're like.
Parkour isn't quiet.
Yeah, and you're like doing all this, like, you can do a front flip and a half, like a front flip with a half twist over an enemy and wind up behind him from certain stances and all this stuff. Oh my God, what is that?
He's dead. I'll ask questions.
That was cool. Like, so there's a bunch of actual ninja shit that you can do in this game. It's a ninja game, of course there is. But, running is so clunky and just stupid, and it's like you're running like
why is it here?
You're running like a toddler that just learned to run.
Like tap 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 tap.
Right.
Like a fucking duck on tile.
You know how? Okay, like this is gonna sound stupid because I'm gonna start a question with you know how you run. Like you know how
what happened was
you know how when you run, like you take these long, fairly elegant looking strides.
Okay, yeah.
Like I'm not saying you specifically, but like professional runners,
right.
Like it's like the huge
Usain Bolt.
Yeah, like
yeah,
like it looks pretty.
Complete with sound effects.
It looks pretty to see certain people like actually in full stride sprinting. With these
not pretty, just impressive.
Yeah, the ninjas in these games, they take off running, and it's like you got 10 feet. Can you do it in 17 steps? And like, so it looks like, and your steps are just like, so it looks like you're running, but like you're not going. The distance that you're covering is not proportionate to the amount of steps that you're taking, and it's hilarious to me.
Well,
you just jumped straight in front of that guy. Not that it mattered. Can we please subtitle this video, and when you do that, just put sounds of effort? But, oh man. But yeah, so we're absolutely revisiting that. Anyway, the reason that I brought up Tenchu in the first place, which I'm amazed I haven't forgotten by now, they did, one of the stealth kill mechanics. How did he not?
Oh, I should have killed you.
One of the stealth kill mechanics that they have for that game is, of course, the drop-down stealth kill where the enemy's below you.
Ooh.
That was real lucky. But, one of the stealth kills they have in the game is obviously the drop-down mechanic where the enemy's below you, you drop down on top of them and then kill them when they don't see you. The way they do it, I really actually enjoy more than the cinematic one that they have here in,
Sekiro.
Yeah, thank you.
I
don't know why I forgot that.
No shit. Earlier, I fucking like when I uploaded the first video, I titled it Shinobi.
Oh man.
I titled it Shinobi Let's Play Part 1.
Wow.
And then I was like I was almost uploading it to YouTube and I was like, that's not the name of the game. What are you doing?
Oh man, yeah, that's an old school Sega. That's another game I want to revisit actually, because I have that on PS2 too. The old Shinobi
I never even
games.
played the game. It's just like they called him a Shinobi, so I was like, oh, Shinobi makes sense. That's who I am. I was like, wait a minute.
That's fucking weird.
And here we can introduce this old lady with the bell who gets the time travel thing started, and then I think we're gonna wrap up this part. But
I'm cool with it.
this is some old lady who's like she's looking for her son, who's like always coming to check in on her, and she's like old and senile. So like you tell her I'm not your son, and oh you're just teasing me. You're always teasing me that I'm going senile, and her son's right there.
Oh God, that's not okay.
Yep, your son is right there, dead.
Oh.
Or, sorry, dying.
Not dead yet.
Nope.
In earshot and not dead yet.
Extreme amount of blood everywhere.
She's just sitting here like waiting for somebody. He's sitting over there. Help!
Yeah.
Mother!
And then she gave you the bell to like offer to a temple or something as like prayer. So then you come up to this dude and you're like, "Hey, buddy,
I know.
not looking too good."
I know that. I know I probably shouldn't make this reference because it's going to be stupid obvious, but you're going to get it. Like she's just sitting there waiting with a bell, and he's just sitting there like, "Help!
My name is
Mother!"
Nogami.
And just riddled with arrows.
May I ask a favor? Might you look into the old lady in that
Mama.
house? Her mind
I
is
should.
vacant. Tell one from another.
He's just like, I should probably be more quiet.
She did.
Yeah.
Mother!
Have my thanks.
Fucking please, Mother!
Long time. She lived
Oh my God.
coherently.
That's hilarious.
Something about
He's just dying, clearly within earshot.
He doesn't. Yeah, he's here. Like in my playthrough, I think I'm like 10 hours in or some shit like that. He's still alive. He's still here.
Oh my God.
He's one of the characters that can get that dragon rod I was talking to you about, and he can die of that. It's like, no, you have much worse problems than like some cancer that'll get you in 20 years. Dude.
Yeah, no shit.
Like it would be a mercy kill to walk forward right now with this sword.
Just pointed at his throat and ask him, "Hey, seriously, just let me know.
Yeah.
You say when."
Yeah, it's like I feel for you, brother. I'm sorry. Oh, there's a treasure room under here. And
Oh, nice. Oh, that's
and there's 3 big Blackhawks behind there, so I'm not going.
That's
They can go fuck themselves.
3 big black cocks behind there.
Yeah, fuck that.
No, but sorry. The reason I brought up Tenchu, I actually love their dropping stealth kill mechanics a lot more than I like this.
Oh yeah,
Because-
I'm sorry, I keep interrupting.
No, it's totally fine. I went on way too long about this. I love their stealth kill mechanics from the drop more than I do this one, because like you literally, as Rikimaru, the main ninja, the male ninja in that. 'Cause you
What?
there's a nice drop.
There was no fucking
There
was no grapple thing there.
No, you play. So you play as Rikimaru, the male ninja, or Ayame, the female ninja, and both of them when they drop. I think Ayame does a pretty cinematic little flip around, slit your throat thingy, but Rikimaru will literally just drop both feet to the back, pin you to the ground, and then
Fuck
stab
you.
you with a sword and get up and just keep going. It's like it's so real. Like he drops,
That would suck. Yeah.
he drops, you're on your face and dead before you even recognize what hit me. Like it's like that. I dig that, but to say that a stealth kill in Tenchu is real
Fuck
is
this guy with the giant cannon.
Yeah.
He will shoot you with that.
To say that a stealth kill in Tenchu is real is such a rarity. Because they're all, it's PlayStation 2, they were all trying to be super cinematic for the visual. And for the most part they were, but then every now and then they did some real ones and it was like, that was cool.
I think there's a oh, big black guy.
Chicken fingers tonight, boys.
I almost walked into him and then he raised his head. I was like, "You're not a bush."
You're not a bush. Oh man, that's pretty good. Alright, well, met the lady with the bell. Got back to the sculptor's idol. This was a decent playthrough, dude. I'm glad.
Yeah, no, we've made some progress. It helps when I know what the fuck I'm doing.
Yeah,
I can't wait to the day we run into where I have no fucking clue and we're just running in circles like, how do?
We're just dicking around for 30 minutes. I truly apologize to you guys for the days that we make absolutely no progress and you have to sit there and watch it anyway.
Kind of like the first playthrough. We played for an hour and got 4 minutes in.
Right. So I am sorry about those, but hopefully we entertain you well enough with our random bullshit.
But come back for video 3 when you get to meet this dude.
Oh hey, look, we're meeting this dude. Run away far. Let's kill it now. Next time on whatever this is.
Next time on This Is Gonna Suck, Grumps.
You know, we're gonna wind up making so many.
What?
That dude just drop kicked you.
Yeah, fuck him.
We're gonna wind up making so many Game Grumps reference. We're gonna get sued by our biggest fucking inspiration.
Yeah. I mean, it's not exactly biggest inspiration. Hopefully, just hire us. Like,
We'll just work in the office, dude. We don't even care.
no, but yeah, come back next time and we'll fight that dude and die a lot.
You're
And
gonna take more drop kicks to the face.
oh, it's gonna happen. I promise you.
His feet are as big as your body.
Yeah. Bye, everybody.
Whee!
Oh, my knees.
Superhero landings are not practical at all. See you guys.
Whee! Ninja.